Shalom, everyone. I am coming on here today. I'm out grounding in nature, and I wanted to make this video because my youngest daughter, who's 10 years old, she wrote a letter to me, and so I want to send out just a message, not only to her but to the other kids who have been impacted by the for-profit corporation of CPS. You see, we aren't taught what is actually going on in these corporations. We have been actually dumbed down to not question anything and to just follow along with what we're told. You know, to be good and obedient little servants throughout our life, to not use our conscience, and it's really gotten us into a lot of trouble. And today what we have, you know, we've given a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit everywhere, and now we are at a place where many countries are. I mean, we have the biggest population in prison, in these for-profit corporate prisons that are privately owned, and they have contracts to be full. It is a business, just like CPS is a business. It's all incentive driven. It's all going off of corporate bylaws of each corporation. And what they've done is they pulled the wool over people's eyes to have them think and believe that this is actually law. And a lot has happened over the last couple hundred years to really make our so-called justice system into a complete broken, failed system for the people. Now, for those who are in seats of power, those corporations and private business owners, they're making a killing off of this. But the people who are blind, who have been destroyed, are being destroyed for lack of knowledge, it is so damaging. And so what I want to say to, like, my daughter, who believes in her heart that I've chosen others over her, and that because I am in a position where I am trying to stand not only for my children but for others and their families, and to do things right, to learn what is going on, that I don't care, you know, because I'm doing those things, that I am putting them on the back burner, and that is not it at all. This is bigger than me. Back when I wanted to end human trafficking, you know, I had no clue what that meant. I went into training with Door to Grace and Mending the Souls when I was getting my master's of counseling, and learning all about the you know, sex trafficking that goes on and whatnot. But I did not know that about this modern day human trafficking that is destroying countless people's lives. And so I believe that I have gone through this, through the storm, that I'm still going through it, so that I can learn life lessons. But in learning those life lessons, I can help other people to be free, to seek within, and to find the power and the truth within us all, because the divine creator is in us all. And you know, I don't care what anyone's belief systems are or anything like that. We are all on this journey. We are all heading in a direction and in different places. And we all are people. what I care about is just supporting people, and like my friend and I just talked about, and what I always talked about in counseling is meeting people where they are, just helping, coming alongside one another, and not having to recreate the wheel, but learning from the knowledge that's out there, and more so looking within for the keys that are there so that we can be guided in the right direction, and then everything as it aligns can help us to help one another. So to my baby Shaye Shaye, I love you so very much, and I know it doesn't make sense. A lot of things don't make sense to me still, and it's hard and it hurts. I miss you guys so much. And when we went to Mexico in December of 2015, and we had your born date, your 7th born date there in Tijuana, and when we were deported back in June of 2016, it was the hardest time in my life. But I went there to protect you guys, and I know you guys don't understand that you need protecting. But there's a lot going on in the world today, and it's up to each of us, when we see the corruption, when we see bad things happening, that each of us stands up and we do our part. So I just want to let you know that that is what I'm doing. And I'm going to keep standing, and I am going to keep fighting in the way that I can for you and for all other families. I'm going to be operating out of love, not fear, and not anger, or any of those things anymore. I'm going to keep moving forward, and I just want you to know that this is, the big picture is more than what we see. And that's what happens a lot of times, is there's so many distractions in this life, and we just get going, and sometimes it just feels like Groundhog's Day over and over again. And I don't want that. I want to learn the life lessons that I have to learn so that I can see you guys again, have you in my arms, raise you in the truth, seeking the truth. Because that's what this is about, is continuing to question everything. So I want you to know I love you, and I want you to know you're not alone. And one day I will have you back. And all those who have stood in the way, who have done wrongly against us, who have lied and deceived and committed fraud, they will have to give account to what they have done. This isn't about condemning anyone for life or anything like that, but the way that the world works is we have life lessons, and there is karma, reaping of what we sow. And we can't look around at people and go, oh look, yeah, they must be guilty of whatever someone's saying, or they must be just a terrible person. No, there's just sometimes life lessons. And I was reminded of this lately by a good close friend, that sometimes we just have to learn things in order to grow. And it's not because we did something completely terrible to someone else in some life. So we just have to trust, and we have to keep seeking and truly look within and connect with nature, connect with Source, with the Most High, with the Divine Creator, whatever name you want to call it, all in all. Okay? That's what I'm focusing on. But I wanted to put this message out because the children need to know that your parents love you. And so if neglect or abuse actually happens and you injure someone else, it requires that there be a true court of record and a jury of one's peers in order for you to be able to face your accuser and for all evidence to be used, for you to be heard by those who are your peers, who know you, who know the truth, and everything gets looked at. Every piece of information gets looked at, and everyone gets a chance to speak. That is what it takes. And in today's incentive-driven system that is making money off of making up these crimes, countless crimes against people, you don't get justice that way. A system that's built off of greed and money and using people as the commodity, using children and our elderly parents. I want to look at all the elderly who are being locked up in nursing homes and spoon-fed pharmaceuticals and all this other stuff, just like the children. They have no voice either. They're being silenced. They do have a voice, but they're being silenced. And we need to find our voices and to speak up on the behalf of those who have not yet found their voice and help them to. So, I love you girls, and I love you boys, Elijah and Isaiah, and for all you families out there standing in truth, I love you. And for those who are on the other side right now doing these terrible things, these crimes against humanity, pulling this fraud against the people, because you have been compartmentalized and you have been also blinded, and you're being used as a minion. If you are starting to question and to wake up and to see that this is not what you want, take some time to go out in nature and to ground and to spiritually connect, and you have a direct link to source, to the divine creator. You don't have to go through others, through man, through religions. And again, I don't judge anyone. If you're into a religion and that is what you believe in, then that is okay. It's not for me to judge on anyone. For me, I have stepped out from that because I've seen that religions are controlling people, and it's being used to conquer and divide, just like so many other things, and I don't want to be a part of that anymore. So that is about all I had to say today. I'm going to just ground some more, enjoy the beautiful sun, and just put my feet in the sand. Just know, girls and Elijah and Isaiah, that I love you, and I have you in my heart wherever I go all the time. And when you're crying, I'm there wiping your tears away. I'm there with you, okay? And I shed tears too, often. And I'm using this hurt and this pain to make me stronger, to be a warrior, to be doing what I was sent here to do, to complete my purpose, to fulfill it. And I want you guys to do the same. You guys are special, you're valuable, and you each have a purpose as well. Alright? I'm going to focus on the good things and process through the hurts and the pains. I'm not going to suppress them, but I'm going to continue to heal and to restore, and to use that to move me forward until I have you back in my arms, and others have their children back in their arms, and we can truly be free. Enjoy your day, and I love you, and I miss you so much. We don't have to follow the crowd, and we shouldn't. We can march to the beat of our own drums, and our drum is beating in our hearts to propel us forward and to connect. That's what it's about. We've all been disconnected. Let's connect with one another and with the divine creator. Shalom.
When you don't know where to go and you're feeling all alone, look inside yourself, you're so much more than you know. When you're stuck and out of time, you can cross the finish line. You're a champion, you'll always be a winner. Oh, 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 oh. You can be anything you want if you believe in who you are. You light up the whole world. You're shining so bright, anything is possible when you look into your heart. Oh, 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 you're a shooting star. When I'm down and feeling scared, I know I should take a chance. The world is sitting right here in the palm of my hands. I'm flying higher than before, and giving up is not a choice. I'll push the doubt aside and step into the spotlight. Oh, 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 oh. I can be